Hey, welcome. This is Your Next Move. I'm Steve Thompson. I'm here with Pastor Cole today, and the subject of today's sermon was work. So we want to dive into that a little bit more. You probably learned something this morning. You may have been reminded of something this morning, and we want to talk about how we can put this into action into our lives. And there was a phrase that I wanted to ask you about. It was the quote from the book, and I've got to find it here. The basic human need. It was before that. Not burdensome, an invitation to freedom. That was it. Yes. Can you talk about, what does that mean? How is work an invitation to freedom?
You know, if we go back to the original intent of work before the fall of man, it was good and pure. And I also believe that when you get to heaven one day, we're going to be working without the Genesis 3 curse. And so it's a part of how we've been designed and created to work and to labor. And so when we do it well, there is freedom. We see glimpses of that. And it does something for our soul to be a part of something, of bringing restoration and healing and finishedness to something that is unfinished. And so that's why we need it.
Yeah.
We need it. It's part of our design.
Right. And I think it's Genesis chapter 2 where he talks about Adam was put in the garden. He's going to work the garden.
Yes. He's going to work it, and it's going to be wonderful. But then Genesis 3 comes, and wow, now it's hard. And I think that's what dominates kind of the flavor of work, even in our own country, maybe amongst those who we work with. It's like, working for the man. I can't stand it. You know, it's hard.
Right.
And I agree. It is hard. Even pastoring is hard work.
Yeah.
There's thorns and thistles in what we do, working with people too. But at the end of the day, it's something that is good and needed.
Yeah. One thought I had is that there's no one job being better than the other, in the sense that this is all godly work, whether we're waiting tables, digging ditches, brain surgeons. Yep. It's all glorifying to God.
Yep. Yeah, working unto the Lord in our work that's priestly and pioneering. That's the words we used this morning. But yeah, I think all of it is holy work. And I think it's that mindset. Can we get that mindset that even though I'm doing this mundane job, I'm doing it unto the Lord? And there's going to be opportunity to praise him. I read a book a long time ago. It's called Safely Home. It's a fictional book, but it talks about the underground church in China. And in that story, the man in the story is a street sweeper. He drives one of those street sweeping trucks. And he says, I drive the street sweeper unto the Lord. You know? And so, yes, any job that we do is unto the Lord. And it's a different mindset.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's got to be hopeful for folks. That you mentioned it today in the sermon just quickly, that, you know, if you don't like your boss, that's got to be hard going into work every day when you don't like your boss. But for the believer, knowing, I don't like the guy I'm working for, but at least I'm doing the work for the Lord. That's got to help. There's
a bigger boss that's out there that we're working for. But that's hard.
Yes.
And that's difficult because, you know, at times you're not advancing in the company because of the boss, or you're being overlooked, or there's something that's happening, and it's difficult. And so those things are hard to like, okay, I'm going to get in my car every day. I'm going to work. But, you know, why am I doing this? I'm doing it for a bigger purpose.
Right. I wanted to talk to you, too, about retirement. I mean, I know there comes a time in life where the body's breaking down and maybe we can't do the type of work that we've been doing for 30 or 40 years. But it doesn't seem biblically that there's an end point to work. Like maybe we need to look at a different type of work. We don't just sit in the rocking chair and watch The Price is Right or hit the golf course all day, every day. Yeah,
I think there's definitely a season of life where you may work less hours and not working professionally at something. But there always should be something that we get out of bed in the morning and say, I need to make something more finished in this unfinished world. And it looks different. And maybe it means volunteering at a school. Maybe it's something in the church you can do. Or there's lots of things you can do even in our own community. But I think we always need to have those kinds of eyes to say, what else can I be doing that's holy and priestly work, even though I'm not getting necessarily paid to do it?
Do we do that here at Riverwood? Do we have things for people to do that are retired to say, come on and you can help with this, you can help with that?
There are so many skill sets we're always looking for. People volunteering just in our office for office work, but then also when we have different projects and different things happening in the building, on the property. So always check with us because there are lots of opportunities to jump in and serve that way.
Okay, very good. Well, it's a fantastic reminder just why we work and the purpose of work and the holiness of work and our work as in the priesthood. And I want to thank everybody for watching. And hopefully you've thought of something this week that you can put into action for your next move.